Hey friends, it is Misty Eduardo, and today is going to be so much fun in poetry. It's all about onomatopoeias. I know that you guys know what that is. It's just a fun word to say. Onomatopoeia. Let's say it together. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. All right. I'm gonna have fun with that word like all day long. I want you to whisper into your finger. What does it mean when I say onomatopoeia? If you said it's a sound word, you were right. And if you said, I don't remember, that's okay, because that's what I'm here for. Today is one of my very favorite days in poetry. All right. Most of what I'm going to share with you, I'm going to show you on video. I have a super funny and fun video of my dog Doc and me teaching you about words, sound words that you might use in a poem or in a story, and it'll give you some examples of some sound words that you might use. I'm going to share with you a couple of different poems that have onomatopoeias in them, and then I'm also going to put in a couple of pages that have examples of onomatopoeias. So while you're writing, if you want to come back to this part of the video or that part of the video, you can do that, and that can be almost like a little word wall for you. So it becomes a little resource. It's not in the slideshow, but it's going to be in this video, just in case you need a little resource to find some sound words that you guys can use. All right, are you guys ready to see a funny video of my dog and me? I'm gonna give you a little bit of a background. No, I'm not. I'm gonna let you watch it, and then I'll tell you how we did that. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Seriously, how cute was that? Okay, so it has a bunch of onomatopoeias, sound words, and that's all it is. It's just sound words. So when we do something, when we want to put that in writing, we need to give a word to it. So we might give a word like tap or splat, something like that. Ooh, that rhymes. I told you that kind of happens with me a lot. I just rhyme. If I went like this, maybe it would be like slurp. That wasn't a really good example, but you know what I mean. Maybe it would be like slurp. So sound words are everywhere. When I had this idea, because I had those boxing gloves, a friend of mine had given me those boxing gloves, not because I boxed, just because they were funny. And I was in my head, I knew that I was going to be teaching you guys about onomatopoeias. I was like, oh my gosh. So originally it was supposed to be my son and me, and we were going to kind of like play fight, and I was going to put in all those sound words. And then I thought, wait, my dog does know how to like give like high five and everything like that. Now, my dog, Doc, anytime he sees anything new, especially if it's like a glove or a scarf, if any of you have dogs out there, I'm sure you understand, a hat, he wants it. And he wants it now, and he wants to eat it. Like, that's what he wants to do. So I knew that if I just put it in front of him, he was going to jump and he was going to want to eat it. So we had to do very quick training actually today, where I just had him like take a look at it, and he went to like go get it, and I said and he sat down, and I gave him a Cheerio. Like, that's as much training as that took. And so he was really good. He got a lot of Cheerios after that video because he did a really, really good job. So one of the places that I always used to see onomatopoeias, and this is kind of old, mom and dad might know it, not because we're old, but because we're kind of old. A long time ago, and I know you know who Batman and Robin are, okay? But a long time ago, there was actually like a TV show of Batman and Robin. And one of the things that they did in the TV show is anytime Batman or Robin would have a fight with like the Joker or the Penguin or the Riddler, yeah, I know a few things. while they were doing that, because it was almost like made for kids but made for grown-ups at the same time, so they didn't want anything to look too scary on there. So if Batman and the Riddler were fighting, or Batman and the Joker were fighting, if Batman went to like hit him, they wouldn't really show the hit, but you would see flash across the screen, kapow, or bang, or oof. And I grew up watching this. And so for me, I always envision onomatopoeias in those comic strip sort of looks. That's how I envision it. So I grew up with it without even knowing what it is. They're so much fun to use in writing, but it also makes your writing better, and it gives your readers a better understanding of what's happening in your story, and it gives them a better picture in your mind. Because if I said it was raining, tap, 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 I would know that it was a really gentle rain. But if I said, I heard the rain outside my window, sputter, 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 I would know that really fast rain was coming. So the types of words you use help your reader to understand what's happening in your poem or your story, and to get a picture in their brain. So that's one of the fun ways that you can help those images get into a reader's brain when there's not a picture to go along with it. All right, so I'm going to share with you a couple of poems that I found, and they have onomatopoeias in them, so let's use them as an inspiration today. So the first poem I picked for you, I absolutely love the name of it. It's called Beach Orchestra. And so I just want you to think about how the title really ties into what really happens at the beach and the sounds that we notice at the beach as well. Here it goes. The waves are racing towards the shore, booming, crashing, more, more, more. The sand is crunching beneath my feet. Boom, crash, crunch, crunch. I march to the beat. Sandcastles toppling, umbrellas whisking by, storm clouds brewing, land meets sky, booming waves, biting wind, full gray clouds, let the storm begin. The next poem I picked for us gives us a really good insight to what an onomatopoeia is, and a lot of good sound words in there. And it also helps us learn how to spell the word onomatopoeia. I'm going to tell you something. Every time I have to look, or I have to write the word onomatopoeia, I still have to look it up. Yep, that's a teacher truth. All right, let's read it. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia, my, what a word. It means every sound effect you have ever heard. Crash, crunch, zing, zip, meow, munch, roar, rip, sizzle, crackle, splat, kerplunk, bang, clank, woof, thunk, hiss, whiz, oink, moo, sniff, snap, cough, achoo, dong, ding, pong, ping, bong, bing, zap, zing. I think that when you have read this list, you'll get the main idea. All these crazy sound effects are onomatopoeia. Once you learn to say that word, you kind of want to yell it, but even though you yell the word, I bet you cannot spell it. You can learn to spell this word in just a single day. Onomatopoeia. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay, friends, so hopefully that gave you a whole bunch of ideas for sound effects for an onomatopoeia, and different sound effect words that you can use. And really, that's what an onomatopoeia is. It's a sound effect. It's that little extra oomph that you're going to add to your writing, your poetry, your stories, whatever it is. And it's the sounds that, as you're writing something, you can hear it in your head, but your readers can't. And so you want to let your readers get into your head a little bit, and it just adds that little something extra to your writing. So as you're writing today, think about whatever it is you're going to be writing about, and think about what sound effect would help to make that poem even better, even stronger. What's something in your poem that you can hear the sound of it in your head, but you have to find a way to let your readers know that sound also? What I'm going to attach right after this, so I'm going to say goodbye in just a second. What I'm going to attach after this are just two lists that I had found that have some onomatopoeia words in there that you can use as a reference. Also, if you go back to that poem about what an onomatopoeia is, that had a lot of words in there also. So use this video to help you with your writing today. While you're going through your Google Slides today, because you are going to do that as well, on one of the first pages, I think it's the first page, there's a place that says click here. So, click there to watch something. And then just like each other day, does that even make sense? Every other day, you're going to go through your slides, and at the end is your assignment. So your job is to read your assignment. And that's it. Have so much fun with them, and then look for the list that I'm going to put right after this. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.